Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy if you're brand new here. For today's video, I wanted to share 5 or maybe even 6 items that I'm like currently super obsessed about. I was inspired by my good friend here on YouTube, Kat L, to do this video because she recently posted her I guess she posted also 5 items that she's just totally obsessed with. I wanted to do an updated wish list video, but I thought that this format is even better. You know, in life, you can't just do everything at once, especially when it involves buying things that are very expensive, and sometimes you really need to enjoy what you have before you move on to the next thing. So I'm still obsessed with them. I'm gonna talk about them and hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. The first item I'm gonna talk about is the Lady Dior. You guys have heard me mention about the bag many times in the past already, or at least in the more recent years, and I came this close to buying it actually, and the last time I went I tried on the gray color. I've just been really attracted to the small size. The Lady Dior is really a bag that I in the past never even thought of getting. I just thought it was too ladylike. But I also really like the mini size, and the reason is because I think the mini size is also a great size now that I'm changing my phone. I know, right? You guys, I've always talked about the stuff that I put inside my bags being too bulky and everything. Well, now I'm gonna change my phones. Hopefully I won't have to carry my camera around anymore because my old phone just couldn't take good pictures, or couldn't take pictures at all. So I'm super excited to maybe be able to consider the mini size as well. So I'm turning to you guys. What do you think? Should I get the small size with the pins, the one that's called My Lady Dior, or should I actually get the mini size? Because the mini size is really cute. I really love the chain detail on it, and the size is perfect for my body frame. I've seen one of my favorite bloggers, she wore it with a leather jacket even, so it looks so good either way. Like, it can be super feminine and super edgy at the same time. So what do you guys think? If you have a mini Lady Dior, or if you have a small size Lady, my Lady Dior, let me know down below your feedback. I want to know the reasons, and I want to know the good and the bad, so please let me know down below. And should I just pull the trigger already? The second item that I'm gonna discuss is the Gucci Marmont super mini. I know I am actually trying to sell a Marmont bag myself. I have a mini size velvet one. I really love it. It's so cute, and the velvet is so rich and everything, but I never reach for it. It's so weird. I love mini bags, and I really loved it when I bought it. But for some reason, even though I still love the bag, I just don't reach for it. I just reach for my Fendis, I reach for my LVs, but mostly my Fendis. When I do go for a dressier bag, I just reach for my Chanel, since now I have 3 mini Chanel bags. So the Gucci never just gets around to being carried, and I literally have to force myself to carry it. But I know that a lot of people love the Gucci Marmont bag, and I love it too, and it's just that yeah, it's just in my rotation it never gets used, so it's unfortunate. I know what you guys are thinking. If I'm already selling my mini velvet Marmont bag, why am I getting another Marmont bag? Well, it's different because I think that now that I'm getting a new phone and I don't have to carry everything with me anymore, I really want a belt bag. I've always liked the belt bag. In fact, I've really been liking the nylon ones from Prada, as well as I've really been admiring the LV one that some of you have, and even though I love them, I don't think I'll get that style. I don't want too casual of a style. In the past, I always kind of brushed it off because it was too small. I mean, it fit my phone, but that's pretty much it. And so now I know that I can make use of it finally, and that it will serve as a belt bag function for me as well. It's one of those bags where the price tag is so reasonable that you're probably wondering, why don't I just pull the trigger? Again, there's so many things on the list. These are just the top 5 that I want to pull my trigger on. So yeah, at the end of the day, I always try to be reasonable and not go crazy, because I always do, and it's just one of those things. But yeah, I really like it. What do you guys think? Again, tell me your feedback. Truly, Did you love it at the beginning but now you don't reach for it anymore, or do you still love it just as much? Does it get uncomfortable after a while? Is it actually not really that, you know, convenient to wear as a belt bag? Because otherwise I probably shouldn't get it, because I really only really like it because of its versatility and that I can wear it as a belt bag and cinch in some of my jackets, and maybe worn on top of this nice t-shirt, or sometimes when I wear blazers I do like the cinch-in look, but I don't necessarily want to wear a belt. But if I can wear a belt bag, then it's like the perfect combination, right? So let me know how it's been for you, because I know it looks great on pictures. A lot of times it looks great on Instagram, but it doesn't necessarily translate into user-friendly or just convenience and all that. So I'd love to know what you guys have been experiencing with yours. The third item that I'm gonna mention is the Hermes Kelly double bracelet, or is it called double tour? There's another one that's leather that's also a double bracelet. Those actually come in a really small size. You guys know that I have a very small size wrist, or at least I tell you that I have a very small size wrist. In fact, I measured it the other day. It's only 13 centimeters. I have a child's wrist. So it's really ridiculous because I can never wear any bracelets that are sold in regular stores. I guess I shouldn't say never, but there are a lot of bracelets that I love out there that I cannot wear. I simply cannot even consider buying them. And I know I'm not the only one, because I know a lot of more petite ladies also have very small bones and therefore very small wrists. And I don't even think I have the smallest wrist around, but it's small enough that I have a really hard time finding bracelets to wear. And I just feel like, you know, my wrists have been there long enough, and I really want to add a nice designer bracelet that I can, actually, I want to be able to reach for it every day, and it's kind of like a statement piece as well. So this beautiful necklace that I bought, I like the fact that it's actually long enough that I can just loop it around my head. I don't have to detach it every time. I love the click H, by the way, but the click H is huge on me, and it basically just, I mean, it rotates around and otherwise will just sit in the middle of my arm, which is not the cutest look. It still looks nice though, it's very casual, but I like something that looks like it's fitted for me and that's made for me. The fourth item that I'm gonna mention is actually just a general category, and it is designer t-shirt. And I know that I just bought 2 designer t-shirts. I'm wearing one of them, and I love them, by the way. I think that it was still quite a shock for me. A t-shirt that costs over $300 is just extremely ridiculous, even though I'm still gonna do it. I mean, I already did it. I also like the Gucci t-shirt. I also like the Dolce & Gabbana t-shirt. I also like the Givenchy t-shirt and the Versace t-shirt. And I know that they're just t-shirts, and you know, most of the ones that I'm attracted to are just logo mania, basically the brand, like, you know, pretty much slapped on the middle of the t-shirt. And actually that's the reason why I like them too. I don't need to just buy the plain one, because I can just buy a $5, okay, maybe not $5, I can buy a $30 plain t-shirt that is just as good quality, right? So it's all about the brand, obviously, but they, more importantly, they do make you feel, what's the word? They do make you feel happier. Not, that sounds bad. I think the best analogy that I can come up with is that, for example, when you surround yourself in an environment, and also the people that you love, and an environment that is positive and that is conducive to and in line with your goals and your visions, then you just automatically feel better. You're in your zone. It's the right vibe. Similarly, I feel like when you buy designer items and wear designer items and own designer items, the luxury items, they provide that same feeling. It's not so much because they cost more or they cost less or whatever. It's because of its craftsmanship, the history behind it, the meaning behind it, and of course the design and the brand behind it. All that kind of is conducive to the feeling that you get. That's why it makes your heart sing and all that. So it kind of is because of that reason. I hope that I explained it correctly. But basically, my point is, I'm kind of scared that I'm gonna get more and more into I guess, more designer t-shirts because they're ridiculously expensive. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love them, but I think that they're really expensive. Even these ones, I'm like really scared that I'm gonna get my makeup on and all that. Of course, I'm gonna still try to wear them as much as possible because otherwise there's no point in getting them. I definitely need to get my cost per wear, in fact, but I really want to get more, and that's the scary thing because they can cost a lot of money, and if you buy enough of them, it's a whole handbag, right? My fifth item is another designer bag, and it is the Celine nano luggage. I've also recently watched Minx for All's video, and she mentioned, or is it her subbies that mentioned that Celine is getting rid of all their old designs with the new designer coming in. So that's kind of scary because I really like the nano luggage and I don't want it to go away. I still want to buy one before it goes away, and the thing is, like, I still want to buy all these things before they go away. First world problems, of course, they're all materialistic, but you know, we're here to entertain in a sense and share, so that is why I'm making this video. I kind of want to cheat and mention one more thing, is that I've also been really drawn and really going super crazy about designer shoes. There is a couple things that really bug me. Of course, the first thing is that, you know, these things touches the ground. The second thing is it's more related to comfort, I suppose, because I have the hardest time finding comfortable shoes. And I find that even designer shoes can be super uncomfortable for me. Maybe you can comment whether you have the same problem. I feel like my feet are just very strange. I have flatter feet, so any shoe that is kind of constricting, I guess, around the arch will not be very comfortable. And if it's missing arch support on a flatter shoe, then for sure it won't work for me. If it's a higher than 2.5 inch, I think, or even 2-inch heel, then it's uncomfortable. If it's too pointy, even though it's my right size, then it's also uncomfortable because I have, like, I don't know, I guess I have like the longest big toe or something. It always is something, either my big toe or my flat feet or my ankle, or I don't know. It's also my arthritis. So I have like the hardest time finding comfortable shoes, whether they're a higher heel, mid heel, kitten heel, or flat. Actually, a lot of flatter shoes are the most uncomfortable shoes that I own, and yeah, I guess I have the worst luck. But at the same time, just like designer ready to wear, I feel like I really want to expand on shoe wear as well. I would love to know what you think about them, if you have experience with any of those things that I mentioned, and also whether you can relate to what I'm talking about. I think a lot of you can relate in terms of wanting and being obsessed about things and trying to have self-control and trying to be good. I think you guys understand that. It's such a struggle, isn't it? Anyway, it's just a short and sweet video, so I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you're brand new to my channel, I hope that you'll consider subscribing because I do post every single week, usually on Mondays, but if you turn on notification and subscribe to my channel, you'll definitely be notified. Otherwise, I wish you a great day or a great week ahead of you, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Bye!